Yo, 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 what's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, baby, back at you from up top. Another episode, Dom's World. So, family, let me tell you a little story real quick. Not really a story, but just stick with your boy. So I had this coworker about maybe 10 years ago. There was this lady I used to work with. Some people, you just never forget them. They just they have a personality that you can just never forget. So I had this one lady who I worked with. I mean, it could have been longer than 10 years ago, all right? But this was a coworker of mine. And I won't say names. I never try to say names because you never know. So, but let's just say that, I don't know, I'm trying to use a name at all because I may forget the name I make up. But this lady, she was the type of person that every day you saw her, no matter whether it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, when you walked through the door, and we all had to clock in, we had to be on the floor working by 6 a.m. So literally we were clocking in at like 5:50, 5:55. And the type of job that we had at that time, you had to be on the floor actually working by 6 a.m. So no matter what day of the week it was, this lady was always happy Monday, happy Tuesday, no matter what. When she saw you, she just happy Wednesday, and she had this big smile on her face, no matter how early it was, no matter if it was winter, spring, summer, or fall. Every morning, every day, 5 days a week. I worked at this place for about 4 years, maybe a little bit longer, and she was the same the entire time. Okay? Literally, no matter what. I knew every morning when I walked through those doors, when I saw her, I knew what to expect. I knew how she was going to come at me. And she was the same way for the entire time that I worked with her, a little over 4 years. Let's say 4.5 years. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. She greeted you with a great big smile on her face, and she said happy whatever day of the week it was. Okay? Now, fast forward, and I find myself when I speak to people saying happy Monday or happy Tuesday. Now, I'm not as joyful as she was at that time. I'm just a lot more kind of laid back, but she was she would almost sing when she would talk to you. Happy Monday. She kind of had that kind of greeting. And what's so funny about it is I'll never forget some of the other females that worked with us at that time. Some of them just didn't like her. They didn't like her because they considered her to be fake. Because I asked them, I said, what's your problem with her? Oh, she fake. Ain't nobody that happy all the time. Ain't nobody that happy every morning. Ain't nobody got that much to be smiling about. And I remember asking, a couple of girls one time, they were sitting around talking about her. And I remember I said, so is it wrong to smile? Are y'all really mad at her because she smiled? No, we just think it's fake. Oh, okay. You see, family, what I'm saying to you is that no matter what you do, somebody's going to have a problem with you. No matter what you do, no matter how you are, no matter how much you just try to be yourself, somebody can find a problem with you. Somebody can find something wrong with who you are. So you should never focus on pleasing other people. You should only focus on pleasing yourself and the ones who believe in you and who are rocking with you, ride or die. If they not with you, they're not supporting you, they're not loving you, they're not encouraging you, inspiring you, trying to make you a better you, why should you care about what they think about you? Why should you even care? They were upset with this lady because she smiled every morning. They were upset with her because she came across happy. To me, I just thought she was just a happy person. And trust me, family, we worked together 8 hours a day for a little over 5 years. There were days and there were moments where I didn't see her be so happy. But she still spoke when she saw you. She still spoke when she saw you. She still smiled as much as she possibly could. If she wasn't smiling huge in the morning, by the end of the day, she was smiling huge before she left. Pardon me. Real talk. And here's the funny thing about it, okay? So I got to know this person because, hey, chosen ones, you know what's up. She was positive. She was full of joy, laughter. She was funny, too. And she was real. Like, she wasn't like this, walk on water type of person that was really joyful and happy to be around. She was authentic. She was real. She would have a real conversation. Curse words came out of her mouth sometimes. She wasn't just trying to walk around la 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 la. No, she was who she was. She was very unique. She was a unique person. That's why I'm talking about her to this day. But I sat with her one day and I asked her. I said, why are you always so happy? I just flat out asked her. I just wanted to know, like, why are you always so happy? You just seem to always be happy no matter what. And I could tell some days are rough for you. I could tell when you're not having the best day. But I could also tell that you still find it in yourself to be happy, to just come across happy. How do you do that? I asked her. I said, why are you always so happy? I asked her a real question, and because she was a real person, she gave me a real answer. I wasn't ready for it, but it taught me a lot. For me asking her that question, she said to me, Dominique, I once used to be in a relationship with a man who used to beat me and was cheating on me. And she said, and I couldn't prove that he was cheating on me, but I knew he was. And then she said, my neighbor told me one day that there was a woman at my house while I wasn't there. So she said, you know what I did, Dominique? I said, what you do? She said, I hid up under my own bed one morning. I pretended like I left and went to work. And she said, I hid up under my own bed. She said, I was under there for at least good 4, 5, 6 hours. She said it seemed like forever, waiting for him to come home with another woman. She said it never happened that day. But she looked back and realized that she laid on that floor up under that bed for many, many hours trying to catch him cheating. Then she said the cheating and the beating, domestic violence went so far and drove her so crazy. Now, these are her words. This is a true story, family. She said one day she actually took some glass and crushed it up and put it in his food. This is her telling me this story. And she said she sat there and she watched that man eat that food, and nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him. Now, I'm just going off what she told me, and I'm looking at her. My mouth is wide open. I'm like, did you just tried to kill the man, huh? She said, I was so out of it. I was so lost. I was so crazy. I was going through so much. She said, I was a mess. She said, but God must have been watching over my foolish butt, because nothing happened to that man. And she said, Dominic, I put the glass in the food. She said, nothing happened to that man. She said, fast forward, here I am now, happily married to a pastor. So she was a preacher's wife. And so eventually, after she told me the story, I would always be like, what's up, preacher's wife? As we got cooler, I would say that, and she would laugh and grin and giggle, and we just became cooler. But this story, I'm sitting here listening to this story like, what? So you almost killed somebody. You hid up under a bed trying to catch somebody cheating. I never would have thought this from looking at you. Looking like Sister Mary Poppins. But her past was full of some skeletons and some dirt. And she said, fast forward to where she is now, she looks back and realized that God was watching over her. And she has a reason to be happy. Every day she thinks back and she realized that she could be sitting in prison for attempted murder or for murder. She said had her husband came home with another woman that day while she was up under that bed, it would have went bad, because while she was up under that bed, she had a knife in her hands. She was a hot mess, she told me. And looking at the person that I was talking to at that moment that said, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, she was the preacher's wife now. She had come a long way. She had come a long way. And she met somebody that, started treating her right and made her feel the way that she wanted to feel. And she was happily married, from what I can tell. Don't judge a book by its cover, man. Don't judge a book by its cover. Now I understand why she was so happy. Now I understand why she presented herself the way she did. Because she realizes that she has a lot to be grateful for. She's free. God watched over her and kept her from doing something stupid that could have had her in prison for the rest of her life. For her, God was real. He was watching over her. And that was the moral to her story with me. So she said, so that's why I'm always so happy. I'm happy because I'm free. I'm happy because I know he was watching over me and I know he's real. That was her testimony to me. And, you know, I want to share that story with you, family. Don't judge a book by its cover. People who went through a lot in life, they have a lot to be happy for today. They have a reason to be grateful. They have a reason to show gratitude. They have a reason to want to be helpful to people. Because at one point in time, they was lost and they was a hot mess. And so now when they see somebody lost and they see that person's a hot mess, they try to help them out because somebody came along and helped them out. And sometimes people try to spread the gospel because it was spread to them and it changed their life. All right? So just think about that, family. Don't be so judgmental towards people because you never know what they went through. And you never walked in their shoes. You don't know their history. You don't know their background. You don't know where they came from. Don't be so quick to judge. And definitely, let's not judge people because they happy and they smiling. What's wrong with you? Okay? If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Like and share these videos, family. It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, a.k.a. the Scorpio King, saying peace and one love, baby. Have a blessed day and keep your vibrations up here at all time. Good vibes only, baby. Good vibes only. I'm out.